Hello and welcome to another episode of another Ammonite. Am I right? I'm Francis. There's a Fig over there. And this is Toprock, Africa's oldest and most reputable wholesaler of crystals, gemstones, minerals, shiny things, not so shiny things, and anything that comes out of the ground that may enrich your lives. Because we're a wholesaler, yes, you heard right, wholesaler, we buy bulk, we sell bulk, and we require a minimum order of 10 kilograms. Not only because we like the sales, but to make that shipping fee, yes, we're in Africa. Look, Africa, it looks just like a lot of places in the world. Except it's wet now. Winter is coming here. What was I saying? Yes, wholesale. We buy per kg, we sell per kg. It's great. It's a lot easier than much of the retailers. I don't envy you guys, your pricing structures, but be that as it may, we buy bulk, we get lots, we get all kinds of grades, we mix those grades. It is part of our business profile, if lack of better things to say about it. No, we don't put all the best, unless we only have best, in one flat. We spread the love around in an attempt to get the most out of the miners and give them the most. So, let me get off my moral high horse and go, hello and welcome. You got 7 days to confirm your order. Apart from that, Cara, the rule master and the whipper of whips, have I missed what's the most important thing this week?
Well, I'm not sure what you've gone over, Francis.
Excellent. I think I've covered it all. Let's get on to the business of looking at some shiny things.
Who's that cute dog? Who's that cute dog? All right, you're a cute dog. Right, today's servers, we are going to be going in America, in the middle, Madison, a place famous for, well, their liberal attitudes towards coffee. Monterey, known as the closest place to the Big Sur, where Jack Kerouac used to hang out. Quebec City, famous for harvesting maple syrup from trees. Birmingham, made famous by their accent. Hamburg, a place where Winston Churchill famously quoted hamburgers to be, I don't know, there was something about that. Naples, yeah, I'm not going to spell it out, but it's famous for Naples. Durban, it used to be famous for its Durban seafront and nightlife, but not so much, bit of a history there. And then Bhutan, a place where massage wands were forged. Yeah, looking for our impartial and very scientific selector of the server. We've been in there. Wayne has done his thing. I don't think Albert has done it before. Alberto, choose a low one. Okay, there we go. Which one is he choosing? Which one?
This one.
Just one. Okay, Vula. Check it out. And we've got Naples.
Right on to the first trolley of the night, day or afternoon. Some very good A grade to AA grade. Aha grade, which makes these little standing Labradorite freeforms Mona Lisas. There we go. Have a look at that. 12 of these are going to weigh 1.3 kilograms. Beautiful Labradorite. Let's just have one more look, because why not? Beautiful Labradorescence. These little Labradorites are going to cost $39. That's a very good A to double R grade. $39 for 503.
You sing so nicely.
Cara records, I think nightly. 760 grams worth of black tourmaline and highlight opal. There are, how many are there? 16. Well, there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 in that little compartment. That's highlight opal. There's some highlight opal. I think all of these have got highlight opal, which is quite special. Glenn, are you paying attention? Because this flat's for you, mate. Is it? Yeah. This flat's going to cost $32, which is a hell of a cheap for flat 545. Nice flat, man. Where will it say? Where 14? Okay, so 14 out of the 16 have highlight opal. That's quite special. Next up, we got 35 little chrysocolla covered, some covered in juicy, most covered in juicy. Some really interesting ones, some that don't even have chrysocolla, but just some malachite and juicy. Look at her sparkle. Here's an interesting one. Hey, Wayne.
How are you?
Lekker, my bro.
You know what you're gonna do with the for Russia? But since it's Toprock, we're shooting for I think.
Mate, you're gonna have to find a space in the pond in the middle of that big malachite. It's gonna have to happen. That's too risky. Won't be risky if it fits in there, and it will fit in there. It's huge.
No, there's a space, I know.
Sorry, guys. So here's Wayne. We're just discussing the treacherous, the treachery of packing goods. Sometimes it can be quite nerve-wracking, especially when it all amounts to about 400,000 K. Well, 400. Anyway.
It's running away now.
Thanks, Wayne, for that. We all sorted out. Right, 1.44 kilograms, 35 of these beautiful, mostly covered in juicy specimens. Let me just find one that's... Let me find the worst one. Here's the worst one. And that's still got juicy. That's all right. This flat here is going to cost $54. That's for 35 chrysocollas with juicy. Flat 501. Right, so you've all come to know the Pharaoh stones. We managed to get some rough stuff, because that's much cooler sometimes, I think it is. So here we got some black basalt with a lot of nice, yummy, delicious pyrite. There's 20 of these rough cobbed specimens. So if you like some rough and you wanted to see what rough pyrite looks like, happy days. Rated as good to very good to A grade. This flat here weighs 1.585 kilograms. It's going to cost you all of $20. There's a nice flat. Flat 506. Next up, some Ammonite pairs, all 6 pairs. Right, so let me just, I tried to figure this out earlier. That's a pair, 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 that's a pair. And all these pairs are A grade. Not all of them are equal. Some are more beautiful than others, like this one and that one. They weigh all together 620 grams. Just pull aside, that's much easier to see that way. This flat's going to cost $46. That is flat 502. Next up, some rough as tiger eye. Here we go. There's one with nice 20. Fair bit of quartz streaking through there as well. My favorite crocodilite is what I always look for. Now there is a little streak of blue. That's the crocodilite. Possibly the reason why was try to sell it to us as bittersite, which is never going to fly.
Nick has named it as neolite.
It's not neolite. Neolite is a lot of things, but this is not it. In fact, neolite is literally a lot of things. It's fabricated, put together, even 1.22 kilograms worth of tiger eye standing free fall. Ooh, I missed the hematite in there as well. Very nice, very interesting. $46. That's flat 510. Cornelian bowls. Very good grade to A grade. This would be the A grade beauty, and it is beautiful. Both these bowls weigh 1.5 kilograms together. Oof, look at those beautiful agate patterns. That is a beautiful, very good grade cornelian bowl. 1.5 kilos worth of bowliness is $47. That's for flat 500. Next up, we got dioptase, and as usual, good, very good to A grade. There's a couple of huge specimens in here. Nice large gems. There's another. Sure, look at that beautiful crystal there. That's large. Very nice flat this. It's going to cost $85, which is pretty cheap for dioptase. That's flat 492. Next up, we've got very good to A grade Luena clusters. That's smoky quartz from Luena in the Congo. A place accessible by foot and by motorbike if the motorbike lasts. But a large reason why it's very hard to get Luena's quartz unscuffed and unscathed, simply because the logistics is just impossible. Two large-ish, one large cluster and one medium-sized cluster. So they both weigh 1.63 kilograms together, and it's going to cost $35 for the two clusters. That's flat 508. Next up, from Madagascar, we got some polished, well, points, but this is a double termination. Nice smoky double termination. There we go, some chlorite. Oh, beautiful, those veils. And look at that. That is a nice, solid limonite veil right there. With a chlorite. There we go, some more chlorite, limonite base. That's beautiful. Very good A grade to double A grade. There's some tourmaline rutile. That's always special. In amongst some more veils. Nice amethyst point. And the last one. Oh, chlorite. Lots of, looks like lepidocrosite chlorite, kind of greenish lepidocrosite. The right way up. This flat here weighs 680 grams. It's going to cost $42. That's flat 528. Right, it's a pity that it's a pretty miserable day here. Nice, coolish, wettish autumn day, but it's not a good day to find an asterism, that's for sure, which is a pity, because what we've got here is A to double A grade beautiful gemmy rose quartz spheres. Oh, this one is absolutely mint, and you don't need the sun. No. There we go. Well, how about that veil over there? Never mind asterisms, that is beautiful. Go. Not bad for a cloudy day. This one's maybe a little bit more smoky. That'll be the A grade. 1.3 kilograms for 3 beautiful A grade rose quartz spheres. It's going to cost all of $58. That is flat 541. Next up, you've not seen this before, but this is, we've been playing with our Sashi River. This is very good to A grade, 6 Sashi River standing freeforms. Ali's here with a delivery. Can you get past there, Ali?
Yeah.
You can. Okay, cool beans. Okay, Fig. Oh man. Right, where was I? Trying to show off our new Sashi River standing freeforms. Look how beautiful these are. That's Gary at the moment. He's in Zimbabwe polishing these, teaching the Zimbabweans how to do these. We've gone away from one side polish, so we've graduated to standing freeforms, and they're experimenting with spheres, which is hard as. These 3 standing freeforms from Zimbabwe. Sashi River weighs 1.4 kilos. That is $42 for flat 537. Next up, we got some beautiful sunset orange calcite rhombohedral. 24 of these weigh 2.2 kilograms, rated as very good to A grade. This flat here is going to cost all of $32. That's for 2.21 kilograms. $32 for flat 532. Next up, we got some good, very good and A-grade silky malachite specimens from Kasompi in the south of Congo. It's 6 silky malachites. They weigh 1.39 kilos. They're going to cost all of $49. That is flat 517. Next up, from Zimbabwe, some petrified wood slices and a limb. Let's look at the limb first. Thank you, Ryan and Cherie, for pointing out that these are not branches but limbs. I kind of prefer the term as well. That is some beautiful, that bright green there. I'm going to guess chromium, not nickel. Rated as very good to A grade. These are 6 weigh 1.465 kilograms. It's going to cost $28. That is a flat 493. Next up, we have some beautiful Malagasy banded agate slices. They rated as very good A grade to double A grade, and they are beautiful. The patterns. This here, I assume, would be the very good. There's dendritic patterns over there. One of the smarter coaster options in the world, definitely. Come on, focus. Oh dear. 1.375 kilograms. These slices are going to cost $47. That's flat 518. Onto some beautiful druzy coated Salros. It's compulsion dolomite. There are, by the looks of it, 14 of these beautiful specimens. Oh, hello. These are 14 specimens, only weigh 1.24 kilograms. Nice bit of malachite there as well. Compulsion dolomite. Oh, this one over here has got a beautiful amount of hematite. And yes, that's a hint of malachite. That's so cool. This flat here is going to cost $52. That is for flat 509. Next up, some beautiful black tourmaline and highlight opal. Well, I don't know about the highlight opal in this specimen. It's quite large. Both specimens together weigh 2.06 kilos. Hey, Cara, don't you want to grab the torch? I want to see something. Just want to confirm whether that one has some highlight. This one most certainly does. It is quite interesting. I asked Nick about this. Why? If you're familiar with highlight opal, you'll be familiar with the Bavarian highlight opal, which is entirely white and very, very beautiful, very, very rare. So I was asking why this highlight opal would inherently be green. Now, you would know that these light up green as well, but the green itself, very green, very green. However, we wanted to see if this one had highlight opal.
Yeah, it does.
Oh, there it is. Sweet as, man. Just off the cuff. Hey, there's fluorite. Hey, there's a party here. That's quite ugly in the light, but my goodness, it lights up. That's a sexy piece of specimen, man. Whee!
Turn it over. No, nothing.
Nothing on the bottom, except for subtle hints of paper.
Lots of green on this front.
Lots of little specks of highlight opal. Very nice, flat. Anyway, Nick contributes the green color, and not the fluorescent, but the actual. It's enough, thank you. The daylight green. No.
We're almost done. Oh, you gotta go now.
Right. I'll be back. I'll be back shortly. Right, I was banging on about some funky highlight and some black tourmaline. Anyway, long story short, 2 kilograms worth of two beautiful specimens going to cost $49. That's flat 536. Then from the Congo, where in the Congo is this from? This is, doesn't say, just Congo. Some broken stalactites, malachite stalactites, torn.
There's a specimen right there.
Yeah, no, these are very special, but you can see that they are kind of worn as well. They, wherever they were torn from, the hopes and dreams of becoming bigger cavernous stalactites, they were obviously left in a bit of sun, which isn't nice, but it still is what it is. That's a beautiful specimen. You don't see these very often, if at all. That's 4 specimens in this flat that they are quite heavy. It's 480 grams for these 4, rated as good to very good grade. $35 for the 4. That's flat 556. To the middle we go, and we got a nice little jacaranda geode from Mumbwa in Zambia. It weighs 3.23 kilograms. Rated as very good grade, which is pretty good for Mumbwa. It very rarely does Mumbwa come out as A grade. That's a very nice specimen. It's going to cost all of $60. That is flat 544. Next up, 2 beautiful tiger iron towers. Okay, it's enough, Francis. It's 2 of these rather slender fellas. Here's the smaller one. Lots of hematite in there as well. Very good to A grade. Those 2 tiger iron towers will cost $42. That's flat 505. Next up, 2 large cut slabs of brecciated jasper. They weigh 5.76 kilograms. There we go. One side rough. The other side is not so much polished, it's just cut. 2 of these. Here's the larger one for your lapidary habits. Rated as, well, very good to A-grade lapidary material. This is $38 for the 2. That's flat 504. Then a little botryoidal malachite specimen. Here we go. This is from Kolwezi in the Congo. Interesting, nice, interesting, beautiful botryoidal. Rated very good, and it has malachite all over. Good luck with, oh, I suppose if it can make it stand like that. Oh, mate. I think we're on to a winner. Oh, hang on, can I? Yes, I can. There is a beautiful masterpiece of nature's art. Rated very good. That's $30 only for flat 498. Nice. Hello. Welcome to TRND. That's short for Toprock News Desk. It's quite clever. I thought of it myself. We've got some news. Audrey and Nick are heading off to Namibia again to go sort out paperwork. This means licenses. It means chatting to ministers about the 14 outstanding claims that we've got to go mine. Yes, we wait like we do in Africa, but we're trying to get things going here because we have a hot date with somebody close to Okarusa, and we really want to get some of that. So hold your breath, twist your toes, cross your fingers, happy days. Let's hope that goes well. Oh, and they're also going to get some more stock. I know we're short on Brandbergs, and we are, well, they need to go find the missing 300 kilograms of aquamarine, amongst other things. Other than that, news today, we've got expected 300 kilograms of Bucanote hook coming in because we know you don't get enough of that beautiful lilac fairy quartz. Other than that, that's it. That's the news for today. And here we go with the second trolley, and off with some warrior stone. No, that's red pyrogarnet, the warrior stone, named because it deflected a bullet off a soldier's chest in the Civil War. And, well, that's the American Civil War. That's a very, very hard mineral. There's 12 of these beautiful pyrogarnet in quartz schist. They're quite heavy. It's 2.4 kilograms, rated as good to very good to, well, that's it. Good to very good. $39 for the 12. That is flat 558. Next up, a beautiful carnelian sphere with a large, deep vug. Look at that. Hello, hello. It's so deep it echoes. That's beautiful. Very good to A grade. These two carnelian spheres weigh 1.21 kilograms, and it's going to cost you all of $40. That's flat 548. Another ammonite, am I right? Yes, you are. 3 pairs, weighing it at 490 grams. A grade to very good grade. These ammonites will set you back a whopping $33. That's for flat 550. Next up, we got some polished points from Madagascar. Ooh, look at these dendritic patterns. That's nice. Yeah, come on, focus. There we go. Very nice. Rated as very good to A grade. These 12 points weigh 580 grams. And let's just have a look. You see, there's not all standing points. Here's there's always a double termination in the company. There we go. There's another double termination of a different kind. Ooh, here we go. There's some beautiful iron oxide limonite. This flat here is going to set you back $37. That's for flat 553. Next up, we got some, looks like silicate chrysocolla. Not all of them. There's 4 of these specimens. There's one with a lot of juicy on. That's very pretty. 1.84 kilograms for the 4. There we go, look at that. That's pretty silicate. Fair amount of malachite on this specimen. Here we go with chrysocolla, plonsite, malachite. I'm going to venture to say, is that fibrous? It's not really, no. So otherwise it would have been shutterkite, but very nice. 4 specimens there will cost you $51. That's flat 542. Up next, we got some very good 2A grade green fluorite palm stones from Madagascar, rated very good 2A grade. Picking this up, it's a bit sticky. So here's the thing with Madagascar, right? Yeah, see that there? So they like to coat things in oil to make it nice and shiny, which is fine on the day and a week later, but a month, 2 months, 3 months later down the line, that oil layer picks up dust and cuck. So it's pretty easy to sort out. I'm going to have to put this through thinners and then let's clean it up a little bit. But yeah, very nice flat of green fluorite palm stones. Going to cost $37. That's flat 507. Next up, we got some good, very good 2A grade sodalite points. Some lovely hematite in here. This one, 6 sodalites. This is from Kunene River. Very good quality though. Never mind the inclusions which would degrade the grade. This sodalite does light up red beneath the fluorescence, so that is quite special. It doesn't happen that often. 1.735 kilograms worth of sodalite points, $62 for the 6. That is for flat 516. Nice. Next up, from the Sashi River, we have got some one-side polished little agates, little nodes, rated as very good 2A grade. Let me just try and dig out that one. No, that's a very good one. This flat here weighs 1.23 kilograms. It's going to set you back $25. That's for 20 partly polished Sashi Rivers, flat 497. Next up, we've got, Cora's gotten quite clever. So we've got a flat of 35 dioptase specimens, invariably all A to very good to good grade. So there's 3 here because, hey, go figure, we've got 3 similar flats. So if somebody wants more than just this one flat, we got 2 other options. Isn't that cool? Look at us developing.
Jungle down sooner.
Hello, Nick.
Hey, greetings.
Hello. Oh, there you go. Bring us presents.
Medicine.
Oh, medicine, drugs. We love drugs.
Oh, yeah.
Right. This flat of 35 little dioptase specimens is going to cost $88. That is, let me just slowly sweep over here. And turn them upside right. $88 for flat 554. Right, something we haven't had recently. Right, here we go. Who can tell me what this is? It's 560 grams worth of a very good lapidary grade. There you go. Oh. Topaz. You like a bit of topaz in your life? Well, 560 grams worth of, well, all kinds in here. A couple of them are quite gemmy. Namibian topaz. This is going to cost $102. That's for flat 5. 11. Right, I said before that the guys in Zimbabwe, Gary's over there teaching them how to polish Sashi River. They've slowly graduated to spheres. So here we got, well, this is not a great sphere, but it makes up for these. Look at that, that is beautiful. Sashi River red agate spheres. We had a couple of these maybe a month, 6 weeks ago. They were snapped up. There were only 8. I think we've got maybe slightly more than 8 this time around, but doesn't constitute much. A to very good to good grade, 1.455 kgs. This is going to cost $41. That's for flat $494. More Ammonite Ammiright, yeah, 685 grams for 3 pairs, all of them A grade. They are beautiful. This flat here is going to cost $46. That's for flat 521. Righto, next up we got some beautiful tourmaline and Erongo smoky quartz. There are 13 in a. There we go. There we go. Look at that. Beautiful formation on the tourmaline there. There is some highlight opal on some of these. There's highlight right there. There's a bit of a vermiculite on feldspar. Here's a bit more. There's more highlight opal on the side. Rated good, very good to A grade. This flat here, 660 grams, it's going to weigh, it's going to cost $35. That's flat 560. Then we got some beautiful druzy coated Salros. There we go, that's Compulsion Dolomite, and that's a lot of druzy. Bit of malachite in there as well. These 3 specimens, well, okay, here we go. There's chrysocolla, and I'm not seeing much Salros in here. So a bit of a mixed flat. We got malachite and chrysocolla covered in druzy, as well as one with Salros. And here's, well, there we go. There we go, a little bit of Salros on the side, malachite. And I'm going to assume that's planchite, covering the druzy. I'm actually going to, that's interesting. That's, I wonder if that's calcite. Hey, now that Nick has come back from the doctor and has drugs and my dog is begging. Why is my dog begging? Fig, stop begging. Look at that. Fig.
Eating meat.
All right, we're playing. No, don't feed the dog. Damn it.
Feed him.
No, damn it. Naughty dog. All right, that's no dinner there. That over here, could that be calcite?
I would assume, since it's Compulsion Dolomite, that it's Dolomite.
That's grown on top of the druzy.
Well, this is all clear druzy Dolomite. It's formed a nice crystalline layer over the actual malachite and Salros.
Okay.
And some of this like kaolinite over there as well.
Oh, not planchite.
Cobalt, copper, even some of these have got the paler green duftite on them, which is quite unusual. But the fact that they're druzy coated makes them like doubly nice, you know.
Well, it makes them really pretty.
Yeah, pretty. They're sparkly.
Sparkly. There you go. Everything I said was wrong. All right, where was I? There we go. 3 specimens over here, 1.181 kilograms for the 3. That is $69 for flat 525. Up next, some 5 little Buchenhout clusters, rated as very good to A grade. There we go. These 5 little clusters weigh 1.52 kilograms. Going to cost you $62 flat, $4.96. Up next, we got some golden healer or iron oxide quartz or limonite, whichever you prefer. Bowls, 3 bowls weighing 1.18 kilograms. Apparently, the term golden healer was first coin phrased in Arkansas. Now, can anyone confirm that? And I'm assuming they did so because Arkansas has a lot of iron oxide in their quartz. 1.18 kilograms, that's going to cost $32 for 3 bowls, flat $5.59. Up next, we got some beautiful, clear, polished Malagasy points. This one here has got quite a beautiful amount of chlorite. All 6 of these rated as A grade. Oh, more chlorite. That's very nice. This one's a little bit more smoky than the others. Small itty bitty. Is that a chip on the top? Yeah, it is. There is a little, small little chip there, right on the top. Oof. Look at the prisms on this. That is stunning. Lovely veil there as well. That's 1.115 kilograms for the 6 points, $64 for flat $5.19. Then another flat, 3 broken malachite stalactites. There's a bit of blue in there. So that might very well be, I don't know. Could that be Sutterkite? $500 grams for these 3 broken stalactites. Not hard broken either. You can see the terminations are quite proper. $33 for the 3. That's flat $5.47. Next up, we got some Erongo quartz, smoky, one with a lot of iron. It's quite a lot of nice rouge, nice double termination as well. Bit of laser here. There we go. These are rated good, very good to A grade, and they are beautifully unusual. Bit of feldspar. This one's got a nice little bit of a black tourmaline as well. This flat weighs 1.21 kilograms. It's going to cost $29, flat $5.51. Up next, we got some very good to A grade chrysocolla and malachite. Let's have a look at that. That is really pretty. Nice bit of druzy as well to add a bit of sparkle to your life. This flat only weighs 540 grams. Oh, look at that. That's really nice, man. Oh, this chrysocolla is a beautiful shade of turquoise. Here we go. Got a copper. Very nice. 540 grams for the 12 chrysocolla malachites. Covered in druzy. $46 for flat 538. Then we've got some beautiful A-grade polished rhodonite from Zimbabwe. It looks like some of these. Oh, that's not manganese. That is Cheryl. This flat weighs 1.61 kilograms. Nice bit of rhodonite and manganese. This flatter rhodonite is going to cost $51. That's 1.61 kilograms. That is for flat 571. To the middle of the trolley we go, and we start with a little nodule, a little agate nodule. This is from Madagascar. It is a P. Check it out. They match two. They're not light though. 1.78 kilograms. This little nodule here. What, two of them? That's 1.78 kilograms. This is going to cost you $29 for flat 552. Then we've got a weird Septari dragon's egg. And it has, the crystallization of the calcite on this is quite vehement. Oh, come on here. Oh, there we go. To check these out, the calcite does shine up a nice vivid blue. It's a strange Septari. Has been sliced at the bottom, so it stands for your ease of use. Nice patterns of the aragonite and the calcite. It weighs 2.37 kilograms. And I need to put it down. There we go. Just look at those crystals down there. That's $40 for a dragon's egg. That is cheap. Flat 628. Next up, a very nice celestite specimen. Look at the strontium. There's a bit of a strontium run over the top there. And the beautiful crystals, a bit lighter than the ones beneath. And then some beautiful, very clear, very blue crystals throughout the top. 4.5 kilograms worth of strontium delight. The celestite's going to cost $75, flat 522. Then we have got some Mona Lisa labradorite. There's 3 of them, and all are A-grade to double A-grade. These 3 standing forms, free forms, they weigh 1.47 kilos. Look at those beautiful flash. That is a stunning freeform. 1.47 kilograms. Those 3 are going to cost you $45 for flat 531. Next up, and last on the second trolley, we have a bloat of hippos, the leopard stone hippos from Zimbabwe. All 4 pieces, or family of 5. They weigh 1.42 kilograms. These hippos are going to set you back $39. That's for an entire bloat. $39 for flat 530. On to the third and last trolley, and we start off with some absolutely mint, beautiful double A grade rose quartz standing freeforms. This one in particular has caught my eye. Or in fact has missed my eye because it's that translucent. No. These 12 rose quartz standers, 1.6 kilograms. Oh, look at that. That is going to cost $71. That's for flat 565. Black Ammonites next. We got 640 grams worth of 6 pairs. Just off the cuff. Okay, these need... Yeah, remember what I said about the Malagasy goodies being slightly... Now, these are all right. So that's a pair, that's a pair, pair. Right. All of them are rated as A grade. A little bit of pyrite on these one. A beautiful calcite in the vug there as well. Pyrite in the first one as well. Lovely pair of black ammonites. That's going to cost $52 for the 12 or for the 6 pairs, flat 572. All right, so here's some serious dioptase. Let me just see the rating. They're all rated as very good, 970 grams. These gems are large. There's some bladed malachite. Right, these 3 beautiful dioptase specimens are going to be $208. That's for those large, beautiful crystals, flat 574. Then an absolutely spectacular flat of highlight opal, 660 grams. Just have a look at these. That's tremendous. In fact, shame. Cara really wants this flat. So do I, in fact.
Have a hairy chin.
There we go. There's little speckles of purple fluorite on the edges. This flat's going to cost $53. That's for epic highlight opal, 637. Then we've got a flat of 28. Little all over the show, chrysocolla. Here's some chrysocolla, some salros with hematite. There's malachite in the mix. These are rated as A grade, very good to good grade. There's a little bit of chrysocolla beneath the surface as well as the salros. This flat's going to cost $33 for 28 specimens, flat 568. Next up, we got 12 beautiful Irongo fluorite specimens or crystals. They're rated as A grade, very good to good grade. I've seen on some sites that these yellow specks are labeled as muscovite. I did double check with Nick. It is vermiculite. It's a nice cubic green fluorite with a little couple of purple edges and then the very funky yellow vermiculite. This flat weighs 620 grams. It's going to cost $40. That is flat 582. Another flat of ammonites. Ooh, it's our lucky day. 3 pairs, 640 grams. Oh, A grade. There's some very nice calcite in the mix as well. $44 for the 3 pairs. That's flat 539. shoe. And here we go with some highlight porn. Look at that. If I can, here we go. Look at that, just look at it. That is epic, mate. Lots and lots. There's 6 of these highlight opal specimens. Some with black tourmaline. Some with a large Orongo smoky quartz. Some with both. $770 grams for the 6. This flight's going to cost you $32. That's for flight 584. Next up, we got some petrified wooden spheres. There's one with nice vugs. No real crystallization within there. Still very beautiful. These 3 spheres weigh 1.16 kilograms. Here's the smallest of the bunch. The 3 spheres are going to cost $30. That's flat 623. Here we go with the aquamarine. We have 10 aquamarine specimens here. Some on feldspar, some with some smoky quartz. Have a look at this one. Smoky quartz, feldspar, and that beautiful terminated aquamarine crystal in there. Oh, it's just lapidary grade aquamarine. Let's have a look at this here. That's a large gem there. Shit. Look how gemmy that is, and then it just broke. Damn it. That's sad. $260 grams worth of 10 pieces of aquamarine with an assortment of Orongo minerals, going to cost $39. $39 for flat 592. Next up, we got 6 polished points of various inclusions and things. 1.14 kilograms. Smoky point here has got many, many veils and mysteries and stories. That's a beautiful one. Here's some garden quartz. Also beautiful veils. An amethyst point. 3 terminations. There's one with a lot of black tourmaline rutile. Look at that. That's cool, man. Oh, this lepidocrocite is just taking over. A little bit of a infestation there. And there we go. Iron oxide with the smoky. 6 beautiful points. That's going to be $81, flat 577. Chrysocolla and druzy and malachite and copper all in one flat 12. This is 320 grams worth of beautiful Congolese material. There you go. The malachite here is covered in druzy. really interesting one. Thin as. These 12 are going to set you back $47. That's for flat 564. Next up, we got 16 little pieces of topaz, A grade, very good, good and medium, all over the show. Let's pick the nicest one of the bunch. Some of you lapidarists must be licking your lips. This topaz here, 280 grams, is going to cost $46. That's flat 514. Then we've got some very good to A grade Sashi River. There's 24 of these partly polished fellas. My favourite is always the quartzy ones. Weighing just over 2 kilograms, it's going to cost $41. That's for flat 529. Then we've got an absolutely spectacular pair of ammonites. One ammonite, sliced and polished. This pair here is going to cost $49. That's for flat 561. Then Mercedes Tourmaline, black tourmaline or shoal, 35 crystals, all rated as A grade. Quite a special flat. There's some highlight opal on there. Let me just see. There's only one with highlight, but look at these. These are beautiful, perfectly formed. That is $54 for the 35, flat 635. Next up, we got some Salrose, 12 Salrose pieces, all rated as very good to A grade, and they are spectacular. Bit of malachite in the mix as well. Kaolinite, not planchite, like I said before. This very special flat of Salrose. Let's just gawk at one more because it's that nice. This flat's going to cost $48. That's for flat 549. Then we've got some partly polished labradorite, very good to A grade. 35 of these beautiful little guys that you can see what they look on the back. Oh, it's actually, not that partly polished. Some attempt was made on that one. That's so cool, man. These 35 weigh 1.36 kilograms. Going to cost $32. That's flat 515. Then a flight of 3 beautiful smoky, well, what we got here? We got smoky quartz and we got tourmaline, we got a bit of feldspar. Let's start with the basics. There's highlight opal in the mix as well. Let's have a look at that. That is beautiful. The largest cluster in the flat with a beautiful, large, well-formed tourmaline crystal in the middle, being propped up by a nice smoky quartz crystal as well. Let's just see, where's that highlight? I suspect it might be there. There's some highlight. And much of this at the bottom is also highlight. That's not howlight, that's highlight. Thank you. Black tourmaline. And here, what I'm going to presume, oxidized iron on the outside with a large piece of globular highlight opal. Yeah, you can't put highlight in the acid bath, which is why this little cluster here is going to have to remain slightly more natural than usual. But that's beautiful. From Morongo, 1.331 kilograms. That's going to cost 43. That's for flat 450. I mean 540. My bad. Then to the middle, and an absolutely stunning, very good to A grade blue lace agate. But look at the blue lace and look at that crystallization. That is superb. It's quite heavy. It's 3.64 kilograms. And it has a lovely knob. That blue lace specimen is going to cost $55. That's for flat 624. Onto some of the new polished standing Sashi Red River agate freeforms. There's 3 of them. Altogether, they weigh 1.5 kilos exactly. These 3 standing freeforms are going to cost you $41 for flat 499. Then a very unusual small crystalled amethyst cluster from Mumbwa. This hang on to your jacaranda thoughts there, because Audrey has something to show us. Bit of a tease, my God, look at that.
It's this white phantom citrine crystal with
holy shitballs, watermelon.
tourmaline.
Okay, so now everyone's seen this. What are we going to do about this, Cara? What have we done? What have you done, Audrey?
I just had to come show it because I was blown away. Oh my goodness.
I mean, it's not like watermelon tourmaline comes around every day.
And sticking out of it.
And sticking out of
a citrine.
A candle.
White phantom crystal. I mean,
that's ridiculous. So is this going into Nick's collection? The right answer is yes.
We're still thinking about it. It might appear on the website or one of your live shows.
Okay, let's hold our breath. Yeah, Steve, I hear your thoughts. Okay. Right. And here's just a bit of an ordinary jacaranda, which was actually quite nice. One of the few that's actually also remotely A grade, 1.7 kilograms. It's not watermelon tourmaline, is it? But it's still a hell of a nice $39 for this large cluster. That is very special. And it's kind of hollow too, which makes it light. That's a beautiful Mumbwa. $39 for flat 576. Last for today, we got some petrified limbs. from Zimbabwe. Both these weigh 1.72 kilograms together. Oh, this one's quite heavy. Look at that. Very nice, very good to A grade. These 2 limbs are going to cost you $27. That's for flat 590.
Very good, very nice. Very good, very nice. Hello, chicken nugget.
Hello, chicken nugget. That's it. Oh, we're all chicken nuggeted out. Have a beautiful day. Happy day. See you guys on Thursday. Happy dreaming of watermelon tourmaline. Thanks, Audrey.